Alright, what's going on Facebook, YouTube, and all my other social media platforms? This is your boy Blake, your mobile mechanic. Today I'm here with a 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis. I'm doing the front brakes and rotors. This is a relatively easy and straightforward job. So far, all you really need is a 21 millimeter to take the tire off. You'll also need your special little T-tool to remove your beauty rim. You lose that, you're in for a world of nightmare. So you're going to need a flathead screwdriver. You're going to need a ratchet, 13 millimeter, and an 18 millimeter. Obviously, I have impacts and other tools that I use to make my job relatively easy. I already have my tire taken off, and this is where we are right now. Like I said, you're going to need a 21 millimeter to remove the lug nuts off of your tire. Okay. And then from here, you have, this is going to be a 13 millimeter. Let me get my finger out the way. It's going to be a 13 millimeter. And then that bolt right there, your rotor bracket bolt, caliper bracket bolt, whatever you want to call it, that is going to be an 18 millimeter. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and remove these two bolts right here. All right. Normally I would take a long screwdriver, put it in right here, and slide these brakes back. But I already know from doing the other side that the customer has an issue with their brake calipers, so I have to manually press these in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. You know, like I said, we'll remove this bolt here, 13 millimeter, take the pads off, and then we got an 18 millimeter bolt, and we're going to take this bolt off. I'm going to pass the phone off to my beautiful wife, and she's going to film me from here. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go ahead and take off 13s, 18s. I have an extendable ratchet that I purchased from my local AutoZone. Comes in handy when you're doing your brake jobs. Get it in tight, then when you need to apply more torque, you can extend it out. Comes in handy. You don't need it, I just recommend it. Alright. Alright, so that's the first one we have taken out. Second one. Good old-fashioned strength. As you see, the customer's pads, they're dang near non-existent. Yeah. Alright, now that we have that done, alright, here's the other bolts I was talking about. We're going to remove this bolt here and this bolt here. Alright, these are 18 millimeters. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. Like I said, this is a relatively easy job. It's not too strenuous. Right tools and a little bit of patience, you can do anything. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but if you're new to my page, please like and subscribe. And comment if you're new to my page. Now, there's this little bracket back here. Once you break these nuts, you want to put just a regular wrench on it. Right, so I got mine broke. So we're going to grab our 18 millimeter. We're going to take it out the rest of the way. Once you get them broken, get them started, there ain't nothing to twist them out by hand. you see, I'm doing everything by hand with manual tools, except for removing the tire. Who wants to put all that work into removing the tire? I have a Facebook channel also. It's just Blake's Mobile Auto Repair. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. As you see, I don't speed nothing up. I'm doing everything in real time, so it's nothing difficult. Alright. If you're down here in the south, rotors come off relatively easy. If you're up north, get your hammer ready. But once again, this is Georgia. It comes right off, throw it to the side. And then when we put everything back together, we're just going to do the reverse process. We're going to take our new rotor, install the new rotor, put the bracket on, put the caliper back on, brake pads, etc., and back together. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall everything, and I'll show you step by step the installation process. As you see, nothing been difficult. It's been relatively easy, straightforward. Always check your wheel bearing, your spindles. Those are always good. As always, this has been your boy Blake, your mobile mechanic. I'm located out here in Austell, Georgia. If you need any help, my number is listed, 404-643-0863. No, excuse me. I think my number is 404. Yeah, it's 643-0896. There we go. You can call me directly if you need any assistance or if you would like to hire my services. So stay tuned for the installation process. Alright, so I went ahead and got everything put back together. I'm going to get all this cleaned up and put everything back on. Like I said, it's relatively easy. Just do the reverse, put the rotor on. Once you put the rotor on, put the bracket on. Put your two 18mm bolts. Tighten those up. Put your brake pads in. Put the caliper back on after you press the piston back in. This is a dual piston. Brake caliper tool. Put two 13mm bolts back in. Tighten that up. Put the tire on. Torque it to 119 foot-pounds. You're good to go. Oh, we done.